Bitcoin. We're not strictly one and the other, uh, at least not just yet. But my affinity towards Bitcoin is very strong. So I will be making sure that it is incorporated, because we have a lot in common with the ideas, with the philosophy behind Bitcoin. Decentralization, everything that we have spoken about so far. It's all very similar. So Bitcoin definitely has a very strong place in freedom.
Do you plan to launch your own currency to trade between these towns?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. We haven't quite decided on that just yet, but we're open to it. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. What are other projects you're looking at to partner up with? I mean, you mentioned Tipolis, and I wonder
Just
what's your
putting.
kind of what's on your radar these days? Who are you making friends with?
Right. So we're making friends with plenty of companies, because ultimately, in our towns, we do not only want to have residents, but we also actually want to have businesses that will be able to offer some job opportunities, even look for or source local as well as international talent within the towns themselves. Um, so there's businesses that are aligned with our ideas, with our values, but we have plenty of collaborations going on. Actually, specifically, homeschooling is really interesting. We work with 4 partners, I believe. The Socratic Experience, we just had Michael Strong, who is the head of the Socratic Experience, as our guest on our X Space a couple weeks ago. If anyone's interested in that, homeschooling, again, decentralized means of education conversation with Michael, I highly recommend scrolling through our X profile, Freedom Towns, and looking that up, just re-listening, because it was a really, really good talk. Michael is so knowledgeable about all of this stuff. He's been running the Socratic Experience for several years, and he knows so much about our future leaders, if you wish. So that was a really good talk. So the Socratic Experience, we work with Kubrio, we work with Prisma. There's one more, these like decentralized platforms, or like homeschooling platforms even. We have some businesses that we are looking, again, to have their office or HQ, mostly just offices, set up in a Freedom Town. These are some clothing companies that work with, hemp, uh, hemp materials, stuff like that. We have some CBD companies that are looking actually to set up their office there as well. And yeah, I mean, we're open to Bitcoin companies. We're open to homeschooling education platforms. We're open to these travel coaches, these like travel agencies that are decentralized in their essence as well. And again, we're open to anyone who is, again, aligned with our vision, who just shares our trail of thoughts in, again, everything, pretty much everything that I've mentioned so far.
Yes, yes, exciting. Um, Look, now this question I ask to everyone who's a guest on this podcast, and it involves some time traveling.
All right.
So we have 4 more minutes, and I'd like you to use